Young Justice Season 3, ooh-wee! NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we get into another wonderful episode of Thumbnails, and today we might as well push everything aside because it's about Voltron. Season 3 dropped over the weekend. I hope you got a chance to see it, and we gonna just go in and review this thing. The first thing that I'll say jumps out to me about this season, of course, is the shortened amount of episodes. And I'm gonna touch on this real quick. The thing that I like about it is I think season 1 was like 11 episodes, season 2 was 13, this season 7 is only, season 3 is only 7 episodes. It looks to me like they're only making the amount of episodes that make sense to tell the story. Now, it also might be a cost thing too, you never know, because I haven't read anything about that. But the thing I like about that is that, hey, we're gonna give you what we need to tell this specific story for this season, instead of trying to make it work just to meet an arbitrary episode number, which I think is dope. Another thing I'm loving is that the animation is still there. It's still on point. It's still crushing it. And there's some action scenes that really blow me away. Like, they really take it to another level that I didn't expect to see, especially in the hand-to-hand scenes. There's a lot of great sword fighting. There's a lot of great, whip that comes out. I mean, there's just tons of great stuff. And we get into like Shiro, we get into the original Voltron members, the original Paladins. There's so much to unpack. So let's get into the new allies. When we open up our first episode, we see like the team is riding along and they're fighting against, the Gara Empire, but they have, of course, the young men or the young men and women that we found in last season that kind of linked up with them and started to, I guess, train with them or ally with them. And they're right here again. They got the hoods on, they look all super cool, and they're jumping straight out. They don't even need a drop zone. They just jump straight into action. I don't know how you jump out of a plane, land on your feet, just hit an action roll and keep going, but these people, it's bad. See, there's some cool stuff you can do when you're an alien. I guess it's all right. And I also love the new moves that the Voltron lions have. Like, you see Hunk throw out his moves, you see, new moves from the Red Lion, you see so many cool things from like Keith, you get cool stuff from Pidge, like just even with the sonar thing from the Blue Lion, it's just really nice to see them filling out what each lion can do when they get closer and closer as far as their link between their paladin and, of course, the lion themselves. Now, before I move on, I'm going to remind you guys that you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans is super dope. And you can find them at blackhollywoodlive.com, where they have celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, the whole shebang, and live streams every day at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So we're watching this. It's got 7 episodes, about 23 minutes apiece. And you're wondering, well, what will the new threat be? What will the new danger be? Well, Zarkon's son, that's right, Prince Lotor, is in the house. And I'm telling you, the boy bad. The boy is so bad that he's just fighting in the Coliseum, I guess the Gara Coliseum, just for fun. And the guy has got some skills. Even when they're talking about planning a coup on him, dude's like, well, what you got? Come on down here and show me. He handily beats everyone that he's up against. And you can kind of see that he's not only great with the hand-to-hand, but he's also a very great tactician when it comes to the battlefield. When he's out in space in a ship, you cannot stop him. And speaking of that ship, man, I love the way it moves, the separate arms and how it spins and how it can thrust and change directions. I need one of those, man. That joint is like a TIE fighter, but with just better handling. But, all that aside, the guy is a very important and a very key person in this season, because you're gonna see that there's a bit of trouble in paradise. And when I'm talking about that trouble in paradise, I'm talking about him and the establishment of the Gara Empire. They don't seem to be getting along. And it seems like they're probably gonna end up coming to a head and probably tearing each other apart. And the thing that I love about this is that you have a sort of a third party, because usually you get a show or a movie and it's a bad guy versus a good guy and that's all you get. But I would really love to see a show that has a third party involved that's completely free from, I guess you could say, either side's ideologies or their motives. They have their own axe to grind with each side. And I'm interested to see how that plays out, because I'm pretty sure that, Papa's coming back. When Zarkon comes back, he ain't gonna be happy with his son. But you take that with the team having a one-on-one battle with Lotor's team. You take that with just the incredible animation that they put together for those hand-to-hand sequences. Also with the alternate reality from just finding the comet that has the alternate reality, rock or whatever that they used to make Voltron out of. There's so much more lore to build on. And speaking of that new team, I love that new team. They're bad, but they're good. Like, man, I truly love their styles. They're so unique and different. And I love how they let them shine when they first began. But I also like how they showed how much ahead and how much further in, his power or his, level of training Lotor is versus his team, because he's extremely just military minded, man. This guy has got some true skills, and it just shows throughout when he's, attacking his own base, when he's fighting against Voltron. This guy has really got it. So putting that away, just for a moment, let's talk about the last few episodes of this season that really grabbed me. We get to see Shiro wake up, and obviously he's been getting experimented on, which is definitely going to play out because he's talking about this headache that he has. I'm pretty sure that he's probably a Manchurian Candidate right now, but we're going to leave that alone. And if you haven't seen Manchurian Candidate, the original or the remake with Denzel Washington, it's definitely worth checking out. But I think that he's going to end up turning on his team unwillingly, because I'm pretty sure he's been reprogrammed and they let him escape, because they said when he escaped, they said we're going to begin phase 3, I believe. So I'm interested to see how that plays out, because he's going to be coming into his own as a coach of the team, and he's going to be able to do some real damage. So we're going to have a Shiro problem, but we're also going to have an interesting problem with however they decide to bring Zarkon back. And the reason why is because Zarkon is still in a nice Sleeping Beauty rest right now. But while he's resting, we got to see the origin and the foundation of the original Voltron team. And it was just, there's so much information that they gave to us about the original, the Alteans, about Zarkon, about the different alien members that kind of built the team, which I think is interesting, because I love the diversity in the original team, and the team now just seems like, we'll just leave that. Look, for the most part, I love Voltron. Voltron is great, but I do think the original team better showed what a galactic fighting force should have. They had people from all different planets, and that was really cool. We don't have any, well, I guess you could say you have an Altean, but she still looks humanoid. They don't have any like weird alien members, which I think could be really cool. Especially with the original team showing how they got together, how they met each other, how they were protecting the galaxy before they even created Voltron. And then after creating Voltron, how it made their bond stronger. But of course, that bond was quickly torn apart by the quintessence feeding on their ambition for power. And when you have someone like Zarkon that already has power and has further ambitions for his empire, the quintessence probably didn't have to work that hard to bring the rest out. But I'll leave it right there. I want to know what you guys think. So guys, holler at me. I'm gonna holler at you. Down in them comments, let me know what you thought about season 3 of Voltron. If you ask me, I highly recommend it. If you like season 1 and 2, yo, you are not losing anything on this season, except a little bit of time, only 7 episodes, but I think you will truly enjoy it. There's a little something in there for everybody. So I think young kids and old kids can really enjoy it. So anyway, guys, before I bounce, I got to tell you to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out. All my videos are there, from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one up for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. And my shout outs go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, man, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And look, if you have a huge animal coming your way and you got a sword, yo, just whip it a little bit. Just whip that sword. Whip it on him. Just like that. Just whip it on him. I'm out of here. Peace.